Hi there, this is Alvin with Kickstart Commerce, and in today's tutorial, I'm actually going to show you how to use a mobile phone, specifically an iPhone, to register emoji domain names. And so, one of the first things that you'll want to get acclimated to, so if you're using an iPhone, which I'll be using for this tutorial, you essentially open a web browser and go ahead and click into the URL address bar, and you can type in, there are two sites that I'm going to show you how to use, actually three in total, but two to actually look up the emoji domain. I guess you'd say that the emoji domain itself, as well as another tool that I'll mention here shortly. So the first that I want to share with you is the iHeart.ws site. So from your phone, you can type in I, and then in the lower left-hand corner to the right of the 123 button, there is an emoji smiley face. If you tap that button, then you'll notice that your keyboard will change to show your emoji keyboard, and you will first off see so you're viewing the frequently used section of my emoji keyboard, and you can see I have typed in it basically shows the last 30 emojis, or rather emoji that I've used most frequently. And so if you notice there at the bottom, the clock indicates that that's frequently used. And then to the right of the clock, you'll notice there are other gray shaded icons there. So for instance, if we click the smiley face to the right of the clock, then all the emoji will shift to that section. And so you can see that we have smileys and people, you have animals and nature, you have food and drink, you have activity or sports, you have travel and places, objects, symbols, and then flags. And again, all the way back at the beginning where the clock is, then you can see that you have the emoji frequently used. And so we're going to type in the heart and then click the ABC there in the lower left-hand corner to go back to the regular keyboard. To get the dot, we'll type dot there next to the left and then click WS and then go. And then this takes you to the Emoji Domain Registration site. And so here you can enter in where it has the pill and the lightning bolt. You can actually click inside that text box, backspace, and then for instance, if you wanted to register, let's just say carclub.ws, you just enter in, and just like you saw me quickly enter it in. So if we go back, typically once you click in, it'll show you your keyboard, then you can click the emoji smiley face and then enter in either your most frequently used, or you can go through each section and find the appropriate emoji that you want to register. At the same time that you can use the bottom sections there, you can also just use your finger and scroll and slide. And so you'll see that scrolling and sliding, like I said, it works like any other iPhone function, and so it gets you where you need to be pretty quick, and you can flow and scroll through each section pretty quickly. For the sake of this, we're just going to register the club.ws, and then we're going to click done. And then what we're going to do is click search domain, and we can see that it says carclub.ws is available. And then if you notice right underneath that, it says puny code, and then it gives you this strange looking URL, xn-e6h9880 o.ws. That is really what you're registering when you're registering an emoji domain. That is called the puny code address. So basically, you're converting the text, the carclub.ws, into puny code, which is the xn dash dash so on. So here, and like I said, with iHeartWS, they basically do all, I guess you'd say, the heavy lifting for you in terms of converting that. Now, if you're not wanting to use this site and let's say you want to do a simple bulk registration or even a bulk check. So let's say you have 5 emoji domains. So iHeart.ws only allows for a one-to-one check. So let's say you want to do 5. Then you can go to a site, and we'll just go back into the URL, and what we'll do is type in punycoder.com. And again, that's punycoder.com. And this tool is a tool that you're definitely you're going to want to keep it bookmarked on your mobile device. And so what this does is it will transform the text. So if we click the emoji keyboard there, click back into the text box, click that emoji face, and we click in the car emoji plus the club. You can also put .ws on the end of here by going back and putting .ws. Then when you click to convert to Punycode, then you can see down below now it converted to that same address that we saw on the iHeart.ws site, the xn-e6h98800.ws. Now the cool thing about this tool is if, let's say you were looking at an expired domain, or you just happen to come across an emoji domain, and let's just say name pros or something, and it was the XN version, you could come to this tool, type in whatever the Punycode is that, and it could be, it could be with an extension like .ws or .tk, .ml, whatever have you. As long as it's Punycode starting with that XN dash, you can put it there and then go backwards. So you can go from Punycode to text, and you can see, and I'll erase it here just to show you quickly so you can see it all happen in the same screen. That Punycode address is already there. You click convert to text, and voila, it'll show you the emoji domain that you entered, or basically whatever text that you originally entered there. So I use this tool a lot of times to come in. So for instance, GoDaddy, you can bulk search up to 500 domains. And so I'll type out some of these domains by hand using my phone, because a lot of times, let's admit, you're out there in the wild doing your job, going to work, and you have an idea, you see something, and you're just like, hey, I just want to check to see if this thing is available. Well, you can't actually go in and enter in the text that you see here in this box where it says car.club.ws. You can't enter that into registrars and expect them to do the text to Punycode conversion. So keep this tool, punycoder.com, handy, and basically it will allow you to come in, quickly type in your text, quickly convert it, and then what you can do is just simply hold down inside that text box, and then until the magnifier appears, then release, select all, and then the menu appears, copy, and then click done, and then I'll scroll so I can get a new page here, and then what we'll do is a new browser tab, and then go to GoDaddy.com, and then what I'll do is I'll show you that. So if you're registering a single domain, all you have to do is take that Punycode, tap inside there, hold, release, paste that in, and then you hit the search icon, and then it basically tells you, yes, your domain is either available or taken. If it's available, then you can proceed to go complete your emoji domain registration. Now, if you're using bulk search, you can click the domains from the all products menu, click domains, and then bulk domain search. And so once this loads, then as you can see here, you can enter up to 500 domain names. The cool thing about it is you don't have to necessarily have the domain name. So I'll go ahead and paste in the one that we had. But I also use this just as a tidbit and a hint. I will enter in the Punycode without the extension, without the .ws extension. And then over to the right here on your phone, you can actually select which extension. So this hint is an opportunity for you to place in one emoji domain, so the Punycode for an emoji domain, and then try to see which TLDs or CCTLDs are allowing emoji domain registration. Hint, give it a shot. So you can select that, but because I've already selected .ws, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll create a list of, sometimes I'm putting out my weekly list of 30 to 40 or 50 emoji domain names, and I'll come in and I'll place everything in, all the ideas that I have for that given week into here, paste them in, click this go button. Because this is a single, it's going to already throw or rather place this one domain into the cart, and it'll show you yes, it's available. If you had more than one domain, let's say you had 10 domains, and out of the 10 emoji domains that you placed into the bulk registration, 2 of the domains are unavailable while the other 8 are available. It will basically show you a screen that would show you these emoji domains are available. Here are the ones that are not, and then it'll give you a choice to select all, unselect all, or you can select which ones you want to register or remove, and then you can proceed on to the cart. You can add them to the cart and then complete your purchase. So I've basically shown you how to, one, go about registering emoji domains using iheart.ws, and then I showed you the tool that you can actually use, punycoder.com, to transfer or rather convert text into Punycode text, as well as convert Punycode text back into text. And so you can take an emoji domain, convert it back just to see what it is, which you can also do that and I'm talking about converting emoji domains back to text. So a lot of times GoDaddy, for instance, they have an aftermarket for expired domain auctions. You can go and search for the XN value, come back with a list of those, but you don't know what they are in terms of the viewing of the text. And so, what I tell most is, hey, take whatever GoDaddy gives you, whether that's in an Excel spreadsheet, take it, post it here into Punycode, and then convert it back to text so you can actually see what characters are expiring, or what domains are expiring. And so I've done that a few times, not many, but you can do that across pretty much any domain extension as long as it's Punycode that you're entering here. And so I hope this tutorial helps you out in terms of being able to register your emoji domain. I know that it's an exciting trend with lots of upside. And so if you have questions, I encourage you, number one, to drop me a comment below on the video with whatever your questions are or your comments, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel here at Kickstart Commerce. And then last but not least, visit kickstartcommerce.com for more information about search marketing as well as domain investing strategies to grow your business. It's been fun, and I look forward to sharing more with you about emoji domain registrations in the next tutorial video. Thanks.